Hello, everyone. Welcome in to your lunchtime or afternoon or good morning. Welcome in. Hey, could even be good evening. So, hope y'all are enjoying as we take a little look at the flight ahead of us. We are flying, I bet you'd never guess without looking at the tail, southwest. And we're doing it again, level up. 737. So, those of you that say I don't fly the 737s that much, well, you've been treated quite a bit. All right, today we're going to actually do two flights in this plane. We're going to fly from here, which is Nashville, Tennessee, over to Kansas City. Here I come. Um, for flight one in this aircraft. Flight two, Kansas City to Midway. Again in this airplane. So continuing service after we do our stuff there on to Chicago. As you heard, we are on VATSIM and we're ready to go. Well, to a point, we've got to get the airplane ready to go. But I just wanted to welcome you aboard. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we came on. I was thinking, hold off till 12. I just couldn't wait. So let's just get going. And like I said, we'll do these two flights and hope y'all enjoy. We got two in yesterday, although precariously. The first flight crashed the desktop just after takeoff. And then we restarted, flew the flight out to Seymour, and then flew the second flight in the C-40, more to the right size of aircraft in the 737-700. But it's a BBJ actually in real life, for those that didn't know. Matter of fact, for a long time, I didn't know. So, but it's actually a BBJ. So, anyway, with all of that said, let's get in the cockpit. Let's do a quick brief of what we're doing and how we're going to be loaded. And then we're going to take to getting this plane ready to go. All right, Sim Toolkit is what we use to brief. We are working with Elevatech. I wish I could say they're embracing. I don't know how difficult what Sim Toolkit does is. I really don't. I'm not a programmer. I don't even play one on Twitch or TV. But I think we could have a really good product there, even if it's only as good as Volanta. And many of you look at me and go, yeah, I've used Volanta and I stopped using it when I had to start paying for certain modules. And here at Sim Toolkit, I get all of those modules and some, and I don't have to pay for it. So that's a huge plus in my book. Sorry, I just come from that. You tell me free, where? And I'm going. So all right, so today's flight for our passengers are not free. I wish they were paying me for this, but we're going to have some fun no matter what. Nashville to Kansas City International, MCI. Today's loadout, 21,620 pounds of payload. That equates to about 94 peeps and cost index of 13. It is just amazing. I push the streaming button and all I can't do is stop yawning. It is just amazing how that, I must be like a nervous twitch or something. I don't know. But man, it just will not stop. So our fuel out of here will be 14,135 pounds and 38,000. All right, head down to the weather brief. Currently, beautiful day here in Nashville. Beautiful day if you're looking for them in St. Louis as well. Variable at 4. I think we're planning 20 right. We'll see. And 19 degrees Celsius. For those of you in the US, that equates to 66 lovely, glorious degrees, especially for those of us that have been in the ice box that February is known for the last week or so. Beautiful day here up in Kansas City. What tells St. Louis what's coming? East wind 080 at 310 miles clear, and it's a balmy thank you so much 12 degrees Celsius, 53 degrees. We'll take it any day of the week in winter, and a couple of days on Sundays. So yeah, just beautiful weather. We'll take it. So now I've heard a hint of rain maybe late tonight, but temperatures might drop a little, but oh, just been beautiful. All right, like I said, we're already up and on VATSIM here, and let's get rid of Sim Toolkit. Let's get to work and see about getting this plane airborne. All right, so obviously the batteries are on. Obviously the ground power is on. Otherwise, you wouldn't see anything. So let's head up and double check. Okay, your battery switch is on right here. Everything looks good. That's actually, yeah, battery standby power. Okay, AC/DC switch is on ground power. Let's head up to the upper overhead real quick. Oh. Oxygen, everything looks good. 3 green. And a quick test, all look good, and ELT set. All right, let's move this to status, align. 7 minutes for the alignment. We'll be doing what we need to do rather quickly. All right, everything looks in a line. Go to nav. I forget this step every now and then, and I let you know when I do. Real quick, we are looking at the 2 zeros. We'll depart 20 right, and so forth. Okay. And lastly, let me get one chart up here, even though I technically don't need it. They aren't numbered like they are here. Okay, cool. That makes a whole big amount of difference. Okay. All right, so let's get to work. Okay, we're in a line. Come down here. Clear. FMC. All right, real quick for us all. The big things, make sure you got the right aircraft you want, make sure the nav data looks good, but the easiest way to find out is right here. Is it active? February 20 to March 19th. And obviously 25s over here say the year. So we're looking good. Actually, it says it here too. Okay, go to posit, put in the airport, Kilo, Bravo. Somebody turned that sun down. Okay, go to the next page. Today is an odd day, so I use the left side. You can choose however you want. Left, right could be pilot flying, the guy in the left seat or the right seat, could be days of the week, could be this, that, or the other. If you're a crew, you figure that out amongst yourselves. KBNA, KMCI. Boom. Now, you don't have to fill these in if you've either got a company route or you're going to use flight plan request. All right, let's come over here and start this process. Airside. Next page. Load it. Whoa. Where'd that one come from? stand by. Do I have actually something else? Is even my zero fuel weight's not adding up, or my fuel? That would be why. Okay, real quick, we had a change because of me, dummy me. We'll walk you through it real quick here. 94 people, 5170 on the cargo. Boy, I can't believe it. I'll explain what I did here in a minute. 105, 739, 14,000 for the fuel. Okay, what happened is, yeah, everything was right here, but I forgot to click the downloader to get the files where they needed to be. I just forgot to do that. So that's what happened. And what you do is you would go into downloads. Now you can download this downloader. It's a really good program. It'll put files where you want them. The only downside to that is you might want to go in every so often and empty them because you're going to have a lot. So, which could help slow down your machine if you get my drift. So, because I've run into that with X-Plane and a lot of files in there for them. But anyway, if you scroll down, you'll see at the bottom here, Zebo. You just, on the downloader, just do that. It'll set it to where this file goes where it needs to. Now, granted, you're going to tell me, well, this is LevelUp. The two work together. So when I click activate, I'm expecting the jetway to come over. We'll see. All right, so everything matched up. Bear with me a second as I close off that. All right, so let's activate. Here comes the jetway. See it moving in the background here. And for those naysayers out there, here you go. Now, there is GSE here that you can use, but you gotta follow the directions with LevelUp. I am not going to be able to explain them, but you got to move a folder over, copy, paste over here, and then you'll have the whole GSE complement that we do in Zebo. All right, now that we've got that part out of the way, fuel truck, there it is. I got to show it to you. See it pulling up with the line already drawn? That is hilarious. Also, Captain Morgan's uploading the aircraft. All right, so let's get going, shall we? We are aligned, it looks like. Let me double check. And we are. Okay, everything's in where it should be, coming down. All right, real quick, running through these. We can actually bring on the APU. All right, and our cabin utilities, good, and our supplies are in normal, and emergency lights armed. We'll deal with these, the chime only and fasten seatbelt in a minute. Probe heat, okay, INS and ref is in, probe heat's off, anti-ice are off, electric A and B are off, engine A and B are on. Which is kind of funny because technically they're off. The engines aren't running, they're not running. But anyway, fuel pumps all off, but the left one, which is what we're running the APU on. Trim air, we do not have that switch on the this 777, 737, 700. Ooh, far cry from a 777. And finally, engine bleeds are off. APU is just about up and running. Fasten seatbelts will come on here shortly. And we're just waiting for... Okay, the gens are on now. Okay, and... All right, now the APU bleed is on. Okie doke, let's get down and get this flight planned. Bear with me a second. Couple things I gotta get changed. Okay. All right, they're waiting on us, so let's get this going as the passengers will begin to board here in a moment. Okay, flight plan request. See if we can't knock this sun out of the way a little. And what we're going to get is a load, an activate, and then an execute. Load. Activate. Execute. All right, so it's got our flight plan in there, and then clear, clear. Okay, now I go in first, double check our approach and departure information. Okay, out of here, 20 right. And I click it. Departure pardon 3. And we're going to NAKIY, NAKIY, active. Okay, we don't have the execute. However, I'm going to bring it in real quick so you can see I'm looking at it just to make sure everything's good. Kello, pardon, NAKIY, however you want to say it. Okay, that all looks good. Step, step, step. NAKIY, KRTNY, NELVY. Okay. Now, here's where we get into the, you gotta be kidding me. Really? They call it the Mahomes. Oh well. I wonder where they got that idea from. Now, we do have something undergoing here at Kansas City. Looks like we're now in the South Ops. Looks like approaches to runways 19 left, 19 right, departing 19 left, 19 right. Okay. So let's change. One right. All right, 19 left. Okay, and let's see what approaches we have. Let's give it a try, the RNAV. All right, let's see here. So Biker, Howl, so we're going to fly that. Hang on a second, folks. All right, sorry, I had to close my door. Anyway, so we're coming in on Courtney and execute. Oh wait, no, we're not. Duck on it. Sorry, folks, we've been blasted by spam calls all day long, so hope y'all are enjoying those that may be doing it, might be listening. All right, we're doing the RNAV Zulu 19 left. Hopefully that worked. Let's find out. This is the only thing really that Boeing does that's irritating. You got to kind of get back on your own to where you were to be able to step through, where Airbus picks up where you left off. I'm going to have to turn that. All right, folks. Okay, we're just looking through. And again, RNAV will be a tight turn in out to Annex. Okay. All right. Bear with me. I'm going to do the rest here quietly, and we'll try to get this going quickly. It's been a lot of delays here. Sorry. And we'll get going. Okay, so we got the route in. Now we need to get the perf. Okay. 5, 6.1. Okay, take off to 44. Okay. Runway heading 201. Try 19. Okay. Now, we're going to take off flaps 1. And planning 124, 124, 130. Okay. Everything looks good there. Okay, we'll start the boarding process. Oh, it has been a whale of a 30 minutes here, folks. What a whirlwind. Glad I'm not on a camera for you all to have seen it. And I think I said 38. Okay, so we've got all of that lined up. Fuel flow switch. Okay, and minimums. Okay, minimum set barometric pressure here. 2993.
Light slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
All right, we got half the passengers. That's always good. All right, so we're about ready to go. Again, sorry, it's been a holy man kind of day. And I'm getting things set up so it doesn't continue. All right, I'll be right back, folks. All right, sorry for that, folks. It is just still a whirlwind here. Hopefully it'll calm down here shortly. Anyway, I hope your Tuesdays are going better because mine is just disintegrating quickly. Oh, and I'm glad to be on stream though with y'all so much. Oh, what a day. Okay, we're just waiting for the last 9% of the people to get on board. And once they are, we'll be ready to blast off out of here. Kind of keep it aimed there. I'm just going to run through, make sure nothing got forgot. The jetway's pulling away. Kind of funny. It looks like it's going to the plane. All right, let's get going.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't think they were working. Okay. All right, we're ready to go. Hope you are. Okay. Okay, landing gear 3 green. Let's go ahead and switch this back to engine for startup. And levers are in cutoff. All right.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Cleared to connect. Face south.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes off. Here we go.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines. Airborne, enjoy your flight.
Okay, number 2 started, going for number 1.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, disconnecting tow.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Yeah, thanks for the pushback. Those curious, that is a free utility here with with X-Plane. It's a great utility. I'm trying to get to an airport where we'll be able to showcase it more. Not sure if Midway will be it, but we'll see. All right. I think we're ready for taxi. Real quick, flaps are at 1. Taxi lights. And engine starts to continues. Auto brake. And Nashville traffic, Southwest 985, taxi to 20 right. I forgot I could have came out there. Oh well. Oh well, we'll take the long way home. So, hopefully your Tuesdays is kind of funny. We have Monday, which everybody hates, as a kind of a theme for that day. Wednesday's always been hump day. We get over the hump. We're headed for the weekend. Thursday's Friday Eve. And then the weekend. Friday's here with the weekend. So, just kind of always interested me. Don't ask me why. I'm kind of silly that way. Trust me, my family would attest. And maybe some of my friends. All right. Ready for takeoff here. Flaps are at 1. Double check one more time. One more time. All right, we are ready and taxiing down. Flaps are set at 1. RNAV, LNAV. Not sure why we won't get VNAV. We'll have to be careful on takeoff to click into it pretty quick. Got a timer started. And Nashville traffic, Southwest 985, departing 20 right.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Nobody out there, nobody on TCAS. Weather, although I don't think we'll see any. And here we go. Coming up on terrain. Roger, clear for takeoff, Southwest 985. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots.
Muted. Positive rate. Gear up.
Okay, got out of there. Figured it out. I actually didn't really fully comprehend everything that was showing over. We actually had not executed whatever the last command was. And that's why it wouldn't go VNav. It didn't know. So we are on our way. Hope you enjoyed. We're on our way to Kansas City. Okay. Okay, so we're on our way to 38,000, and I hope y'all enjoyed. It's been fun so far. Little hairy carry there, like I said, on in our side here within the house, but hopefully it's all simmering down. All right. We'll kind of see here. Hang on a second. I'm going to try and ventilate my office a little more. It's getting really warm. Stand by. Okay, that took a little longer than expected. Sorry. All right, we're back. Okay, so let's see. We are looking at just under an hour to Kansas City. It looks like we're at cruise altitude or very close. Okay, and we're in for the flight. Let's take a look out some windows here. My favorite seats. No matter what the plane is, I fly. Sorry for the slurp. I had to get some coffee. All right. Hopefully this won't be too loud. We didn't get to zero in on it. Adopt a pilot. Hey, I'm up for adoption. Anyone want to adopt me? Taking some screenshots while I'm at it. Oh yeah, we got that one. Hang on a second. Let me see if there's a sound file I can work with here. Nope. Oh, wait. No, that isn't going to do it. Okay. I was thinking maybe I might be able to work the sounds within the plane down, but it looks like they're governed by Mother X-Plane, which is fine. We ran into this yesterday. All right, we'll have to manually work the speed now. Huh. Hang on, let me see what we were scheduled. Mach number. Huh. Not sure why Mach hold isn't working that well. Okay, I think. Okay, it looks like it's controlling it again. I don't know what's going on with this plane sometimes. Oh well, we'll take over when we need to. So, but we're on our way to Kansas City. Got about 45 to 50 minutes to go, and hope y'all enjoy. Thanks for being a part of Flying with Mike. It is a pleasure. Um, and I am gonna try to figure myself through these. What the heck is PM, I wonder? Oh wow, we're already over Sykeston. That's areas I used to drive the truck. I don't want to say religiously, but quite a bit. Wow. All right, I do see we have a discontinuity here. NELVY. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Hang on. Okay, so KRTNY. Grazo. Fletch. Okay. Tiger, Mahomes, Roland, Clarks, Jazzin. Miker, and then just want to make sure no more discontinuities, no more discontinuities, no more. Howland, Jazzy, and Runway. Okay, again, this is an RNAV. These are not some of my fun approaches and landings, but we're going to give it a try nonetheless. Keep trying them. So we'll see how we do. In the meantime, enjoy. We're going to keep the music at a standstill for now. Oh, that was loud. Ooh, sorry for your eardrums there, folks. Ooh, that hurt mine, and I'm nearly turned off here. Okay, we're set up. I don't like that speed, but that's what the flight plan shows, so that's what we'll do. So enjoy the run. We got a great flight ahead of you, and I hope it's all that you hope for. All right, 128,200. All right, we're set. We're ready to bring it in. Hope y'all are ready for this. Where is top of descent? Got about 170 to go. Then we're cutting pretty much back about the same amount after this flight to catch midway. So I hope y'all enjoy. I do have one question, and I'll try to remember to ask it in the next flight as well. I know it's out. For those of you on the other sim, how do you rate the A350? Good, bad, indifferent? Just curious, because I know it went out yesterday or today, and I know a couple people flying it. I know a couple holding streams to either test it out, learn it, whatever they do before they go on with an airplane. Then I guess there's some of us that just go on and try to learn it. Hey, to each their own. We all have our own styles, and what works for you is great. So we're about 145 miles. I think Courtney's where we're going to be pretty close. Yeah, Courtney's going to be close to top of descent. So I'm just curious how the A350 was. I know the one I fly is problematic right now, very plagued, but we'll see how that evolves. Part of that is what's held me from two reasons. One is the company itself. I'm just a little nervous to sink any more money in. And two, of course, with the unemployment that I've had for almost a year now, that makes it very challenging to pull that trigger to download it or to purchase it, where I may find a better use for the subscription monies and donos and all of that elsewhere within Flight Sim. Part of me really looks back and wished I'd never touched it, but then it is an interesting animal. So, and I know the 787 guys here in X-Plane, which I don't know anything. Is it McKnight or something like that? What the status of that is, good, bad, indifferent. I've heard a couple people say it's trash. I've actually heard a couple people say it's fantastic. So I don't know. And so I'm just kind of on the fence with that. So I don't know is the best thing I can tell you. Now, the A350, I can talk a little bit more about. It is, I'm going to call it a strange animal, but then anything Flight Factor produces technically is a strange beast with their presets and all in their aircraft logic. That is, it sometimes makes you wonder, what did you think doing that? So, but again, that's their product, their ideas. I'm not here to rip it or anything like that. It's just those little things you got to get over to get to basically decide, is it a good airplane? And I'm still way out there on the fence with it, folks. I have not. I mean, I will tell you it's good to buy. What I've seen, though, appears, air quotes around that, please, X-Plane 11. What they have out for X-Plane 12 doesn't really mirror that. And I don't know if that's good, bad, or what. So, because I've watched a couple so-called X-Plane 12 reviews, and I don't see that in mine. So, I don't know. They keep saying, wait for version 2. Well, look how long we had to wait for version 2 on the 777. And like I said, they get so fixated that the rest of the fleet has basically hung out to dry. The A320 could use a lot of work. The 767, while I don't see a lot of things it needs done, there's a couple I know, but the problem is the trade-off. Do I get back into that situation where the A320, an update comes out and it's just total trash and unusable until they decide to go, oh yeah, we have other products. So that's why I'm kind of, and right now the 767 is still probably one of their only aircraft I've never had troubles through all of the different betas and releases through this ride with X-Plane 12. Flight simming never used to be like this unless Prepared was. And that might be why many people weren't happy with Prepared. I just never pulled that trigger. I stayed with FSX, and for better, for worse, it actually got better. But other things came into play that I had to leave it. So anyway, enough babbling out of the host here. You're here to relax, enjoy, not hear me talk of other products, good or bad. But shoot, Q&A, the host. Love to have some questions, and I'll do my best to find answers. We were delayed on the start today. We had some Pan Am virtual issues that needed to be worked out, even though we're not flying Pan Am virtual. But they needed to be asked and ironed out, and a couple of other things. And so that delayed the start, which I'm okay with when that happens, you know, because we got to get this knuckled down and get flights all in. And I've got quite a few flights hanging, and that's why I had questions. So anyway, hopefully to not bore you anymore. All right, why is that coming up? Hang on. I just selected that. Why is that up? Oh, wait. Yeah, we are flying from Mac Air. Hey, Dodo. Oh. I forgot to start ACARS. Oh, man. Oh. Oh, well, I've flown enough flights this month. Oh my, I'm going to miss one. I am in so much trouble with management there. Oh, Lord. I just realized that when I saw Mac Air, I went, oh my gosh, I forgot to start it. So, oh well, it's going to be an enjoyable flight. We're not even going to do the manual. Like I said, I've got enough flights in with them. I'm pretty sure I'll stay current this month. So, we got traffic off to the can't see it. I'm pretty sure it's out of range, but you never know. You might spot contrails, and I don't. He's barely on. We're at 80, so yeah, he's barely in there. So let's see who it might be another way. Where is my airplane? Huh. I guess that could be it. Should be coming across the nose, not... I'm thinking it might be a Learjet, and it might be a 777, one of the two. 777's a whole lot closer, but not the way it's looking. Then I saw contrail, that's why I swung back. That is the nice thing here of late. Used to be 40 miles out when we started seeing contrails. Now the contrail will show up, but not necessarily the plane or the ID till you're within 20 or 10. So, yeah, well, he's gone. Now let's bump up one notch. Yeah, he's coming down. He's nearly 80 miles. Huh. Oh, well. Let me dial back. But yeah, you can see our routing after Courtney. We head to the top of descent. So, all right. Now, Airbus, we have to go through and put in the weather conditions at the airport. We don't necessarily do that with Boeing. All we're going to put in is basically our flap and VREF speed. Actually, V approach. No, VREF. However, let's come in. I'll just use this one. D-Link. One day, I hope for this to be available. Is it this one? Yeah. And then request. Weather. Okay, and send. About all we can do with it right now. Grab the message, and here's what we got. Again, 160 at 6, clear skies, 10-mile visibility, beautiful day in KC. So, nice. Wonder if I can print it. Do we even have a printer? I don't see it. Let's back up. Nope, don't have a printer. All right, so that gives us the weather. And we're about 80 miles now. So we got to get past Courtney at 70, which just popped on the screen. So with that, we can come over here. All right, that was 160 at 6. Temperature 16 lovely degrees, 2992. Flaps steady. We're not going to need, believe it or not, we're not going to need anti-ice. Brakes will go 3. No credit for reversers, speed brakes or auto. And estimated landing weight 112. All right, now I wish I could put this in feet so it made more sense to me, but as you can tell, looking at the runway, roughly halfway down. All right, this runway, just so you're aware, 19 left is 9,500 feet long, 2,896 meters. So it is just past the halfway point. So my guess is we'll be able to hold short of 927. Okay, and then we'll taxi over to B. $68 was it? Let me look. Yeah, B68, and I'm not sure which gate that is. And you're in for a treat if you didn't watch us a couple weeks ago. I think it was a Sunday. Saturday or Sunday flight, Kansas City has had a little facelift on the default side. I'm gonna double check, but I'm pretty sure I have not added any scenery. Nope. So, pretty cool seeing the new terminal. Because prior to that flight, every time I came in, I parked in the semicircles. And that was great to actually park way the new terminal looks. So, however, pretty sad because I am a TWA person, love TWA. Yeah, I know. For those out there that know me, know that I also work with Pan Am. Yeah, the arch enemy. So, anyway, it is kind of bittersweet to see that semicircle gone. And St. Louis is in for a facelift too here soon. Another bittersweet change of that airport. I understand traffic patterns and all of that, but that layout that it's in today is just I like it. But the woman behind the airport there is saying, no, it needs to be updated. Probably an American Airlines person. Part of the complete debacle of St. Louis. My apologies, ma'am. All in fun. But yeah, that was a shame to see TWA go. But anyway, that's what I was doing earlier, working some Pan Am issues out. Got them fixed. Got a couple questions for me answered. Kind of, sort of, maybe. And hopefully better here soon. And again, we are asking for prayers. My daughter is now, just a quick update, has now been asked for an in-person interview number 2. And she could really use this job and help her daughter out. So please, if you're that type, we would love your prayers. All right. Hey, Matt, welcome in. Catching us going from Nashville to Kansas City. Here we come. Matter of fact, we're about to round the bend and head direct to Kansas City. Oh. Jealous, jealous, jealous. He just typed, got home from flying, more approaches. Oh, so jealous. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that for you, sir. I'm glad it hopefully is going well. You're getting it full grasp, because I know what you're talking. I haven't looked at some of the approaches you were talking about, but whew, If you put those nasty 3 letters up there, NDB, I don't know. We may have to. Oh, I hate that little beacon thing. Maybe I just need a good instructor to give me a good teaching on that. And as I said yesterday, those of you that know it or flew it, because that's all there was, how? How did you do that? How did you get on target? Because I'm always way off. And so, oh, that NDB. For those of you out there not aviation fluent, NDB stands for a non-directional beacon. And it is just that. It means what you see in your gauge, it points directly to where it is. It does not take into effect anything at all. It just points where it is. So if you're not accounting for wind, you could literally do, I'm going to exaggerate a little, a half circle to get to it. Because you're keeping it right on the nose. And you could literally do a half circle or more. And that again is a bit of an exaggeration, but it is, you really got to keep up with where the wind is. And that can be difficult in clouds. So, but man, I love hearing people in instrument training. I stopped flying while I was in the beginning stages of that. Oh, you don't have to do NDBs? Oh, lucky you. Oh. Yeah, that was a mother. I just don't like that. Oh, Auto ATC is talking to me. Oh no, descend via the Mahone 3. Really? I would have never guessed I got to do that. You can tell I'm not a huge fan of Auto ATC here. I don't know what gave it away, but I would have never guessed I got to do that. So, see if it gave us anything. Just descend via. Okay. I'm kind of okay with it giving the squawks and all of that, even though I've now run into, it's been about 50-50 where the controller still switches me off that code. That's what the code was meant for, to keep me on it. And, oh well. Like we said at the beginning, there are some good controllers, and actually there's not just some. There is quite a few of them that are really good at controlling. It's those that I don't want to get into into language that's not appropriate here, but there are some that just don't take it seriously or take it way too serious. All right, let's take a look at the descent pattern here. 12,000 at Mahone. I have no idea where they got these names. They weren't on my Law and Order shows a couple Sundays ago. All right, 12 miles out. We'll do the altitude intervene, which will pick up our descent. Start us down. So Mahone, we got to be at 12,000. Biker at 7,000. You know what? I was mean to those people back there. My apologies. Didn't give them a chance to make the airline any money by buying beer. Anyway, I'm glad to hear you don't have to do that. Oh, infamous NDB. In private pilot training, we had to. I'm trying to think. Did I have to do it for the test? Or just in training? I think we just did it in training. It's just way too long to think what the test was like. I hated that thing even then. And then I used it a couple times on different cross countries, both requirement and not to do the NDB, but to help in tracking and just afterwards in commercial instrument buildup time. What airline are we? But I hated that NDB. Anyway, what airline are we? Oh my goodness, do I need to... Let's try this angle. See if this works. Does that help? Oh, yeah. The VORA approach. I'm going to have to look into that and get into the Aero or maybe Cessna. Give it a try. Maybe one day you and I can get on there and you can walk me through what's all involved with it, because I really don't remember that one. I remember only... I didn't think I gave it away. I don't... I know I would occasionally tune in the ILS at both Wright Pat and Springfield, but most of the time, you know, like you're a private pilot, you fly looking out the window, not at the gauges, as a backup. So, but I never did VORs, or I might track the localizer or the VOR to it. But wow, I'm gonna have to look at that VORA. Should try. Okay. Well, I'm going to do it. Hop in a Cessna. I came very close Sunday to at least into the Caravan. But I chose to spend time with the wife and did we have? No, we did have the little one for a little bit. So so I chose that instead. But I know what Cessna you're talking about. I may hop in the Aero. I don't know. We'll see. So do the ILS or RNAV for 2-3. We didn't have RNAVs back in my day. Go miss. Enter the hold, then the VORA from the hold. Is this Charleston or is this elsewhere? CRW. Okay, gotcha. I know that airport. I remember you watching us come in there and we almost went through the power. Well, we did go through the power lines. Really? Something tells me I may not make my home. I don't like this, how the throttle, something's not lined up right. Sounds like an over, yeah, it was. I'm really not into this plane, having to control everything when it should do it on its own. Ooh, you got the engine back. How do you like it? I've been reading it because that's all we're getting from Flight Factor on updates. You're the first person I know that's fessed up to getting that expansion back. And that's adding Rolls-Royce, and I forget what comes with it, and the other engine. And they say 9 different engines. Wow. Oh, and they've got sound packs with them. Wow. Yeah, to me, 9 different engines on the 777 in its lifetime so far. 18. Oh, double that. Okay, my bad. 18 different engines. Wow. Any of them prop? No. Would that be so funny? That's one of my favorite planes, so. Okay, hang on here. Where's Mahone? All right, now we're on track. All right, so we're getting down. We got to be at 12,000 by Mahomes. I don't know where they got these names. Okay, we said over here, auto brake 3. Okay. I think it says, oh wait, Southwest is max. My bad, I should be setting up for max. At least that's what it feels in every time I've flown. It's like reverse thrust through shove the throttles through the floorboard. And then at 60, yank them back and stomp in full on the brakes. So it just, ooh. Anyway, so that's right. Yeah, you're right. It was 18, they said. That just blows my mind away. Yeah, they just actually had a 777 out at the airport I was at, and for a military charter somewhere. And boy, brought back memories. Even though I didn't get to see them, we had 2 of them on the ground with the build-up for Desert Storm 2, whatever they called it, right after, 9/11. And then 2 747-400s sitting there too to take a lot of soldiers. You can imagine what can go in those planes. And those engines are just unreal. To give you an idea what the size of these engines, I'll give you 2 examples. You can stand without having to duck in the intake. Think about that. I think a 6-foot person can stand in the intake, no, nothing taken off, and not have to duck. Second example, truck driving. Taking them from the plant they're built to the plant they're attached. The truckers had to have permits because the engine itself, the blades up front, I don't know which end that is. To me, that's N1, but I'm sure I'm wrong. 13.6, 13.3. So you put that on a trip. No, they were higher because they had to have permits for height. And they had those low boys, detachable low boys, and they had to do that. So that gives you an idea just how massive those engines are on the wings. They are just incredible how big they are. Let's see, Rolls-Royce. So currently they run with the, okay. Yeah, they can fit a 737 body in the engine. It's just incredible how gigantic these engines are. So it's just amazing. And you know, the 767 and 57s, pretty big too. So, but not to that extent. They are just amazing. And then to hear that's all a 737 shell is and height, and that's kind of scary too. So it's just amazing. Just the engines on that aircraft. I'll tell you another fun thing with a 737. Hang on, let me get my update here. I think we're 92 now. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, and for the RNAV, we need a minimum of 315. At least we're not getting tossed about the sky like we were a few days or a week or so ago. Whew, that was tough trying to set things. Flying right seat. Yeah, I'll take jump seat. I just want to be in the cockpit. All right, what's next? Okay, we got to get over Mahone, which is 5 miles ahead of us. I'm going to go ahead, dial us down another. Here's another interesting, fun thing that Transcom, when I did security work at Transcom here at Scott, they had a chart. All the different aircraft, I think only U.S., but they may have had Russian counterparts against them. The 737, 100, 200. If you ever see a silhouette of that up against a 737, just an 800, you almost have to laugh that they're the same aircraft, but they really aren't. One is like a matchbox car compared to the 800. It is just amazing how much smaller it is versus the 800. Let alone put it up against a 777. Okay, we're past Mahone here now. Down to, was it 5 or 7? 7,000. Okay. All right, approach. Set, okay. Frequency, we're flying RNAV, so we don't have a frequency, and I'm not going to back it up. I think we'll be able to see everything just fine. He says cautiously. I'm glad to hear that you had another great flight. And get caught up. Make sure I don't have any more Clarks. Jazzin. Okay, and 210 when we get there. Okay. All right, let me get back to chat here. I don't think I've seen anything. All right, one last check over here is good. One last check here. Still good, and nobody. Oh, why haven't they pinged me? How long have they been? 125, 7.
American 3145 with you, flight level 340.
1,000 to go.
Kansas City Center, Southwest 985 on the Mahomes 3 inbound for runway.
American 3145 with you, flight level 340. American 3145, Kansas City Center, hello.
Kansas City Center, Southwest 985.
City, hello. American 341 at flight level 340. American 341, Kansas City Center, hello.
Kansas City Center, hello. United 2732 Heavy, flight level 370. We're 65 miles west of Salinas, VR.
United 2732, Kansas City Center, hello.
Kansas City Center, Southwest 985 on the Mahomes 3. Yeah, it looks like this day continues. All right, we'll start slowing to 210.
Southwest 985, Kansas City Center, what approach do you have loaded in? American 3145, squawk 3761. 3761 for American 3145.
Okay, Southwest 985, we have the RNAV for 19 left. Am I not transmitting? Kansas City Center, Southwest 985, radio check.
Alright, Southwest 985, clear direct Torbray, cross Torbray at 5,005, at or above 5,500, cleared RNAV, runway 19 left approach.
Could you put that in text? Because after Biker, I've got Howl, and then I turn in for Jazzy.
Or do you have the Yankee or the Zulu loaded specifically?
I have the Zulu loaded. Because I got to start down.
Alright, Southwest 985, cross Howell, at or above 5,500, cleared RNAV, Zulu, runway 19 left approach.
Yeah, I have no idea why we can't talk with them. Okay, I got the runway at least.
Thousand to go.
All right.
Southwest 985, runway 19 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 19 left, Southwest 985. All right, let's see if we can't turn this one a little better than we have others. Actually, this isn't too bad. I have to get in there and make sure the RNAV is set up, because right now it couldn't join it. Thought we had Pappies. No, we don't. Okay. All right, cleared to land, gear down, flaps 30, brakes, speed brake set, and here we go.
100, 50, 30, 10,
80 knots.
Holy mackerel. I think we bounced.
Southwest 985, taxi to the right via Delta Bravo, goodbye.
Ah, he's having a day like me. Delta, where's Bravo at? Oh, there's Bravo. 2B38, or 68, sorry. Where is B68? Oh, there it is, right on the end. Oh, I picked the right flight today. I don't know what's going on with VATSIM, folks. That was weird. I am fully connected, showing everything. I don't hear anyone now. And that is truly weird. I'm going to check something here. VHF. All right, well, let's get these lights off and quit blinding people. Let's go this way. Yeah, usually I park in the semicircle that used to be right here. All right, well, definitely a weird day for sure. For sure, for sure. Forgot to start ACARS. So that's a pain in the butt, but not worried about it. Like I said, we'll make sure to start it on the next flight, or maybe not at all. Who knows? It's like I said, I've got plenty of time with these guys. It's not like I'm really worried, and we'll take S2 off Bravo to our gate. I'll be honest, I've actually never been to Kansas City Airport, even with the truck, because I did some Emory work. Now, a friend of mine did the exact same thing out of Des Moines I did with Emory Worldwide, driving second day freight in. He drove it in from Kansas City every other day like I did. Every now and then he'd stop in St. Louis. A couple of others along the way in case they had overflow that couldn't make it. I had a few possible stops, but it was very rare that I would do those. And the fun thing about hauling air freight, it's always light, 10,000 pounds. Unless it's a specific, this looks like I put an add-on in here. That looks like an add-on firehouse. I'm going to have to look. It really does.
American 3145, ready contact lost.
Making sure the brake's set. All right. APU onto the gens.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Flaps are up, spoilers down. Flight directors. All right. Just going through everything. Engines are shut down. Probe heats. Okay, and here comes the air side to work. All right, coming through here, general flight directors, auto brakes off, APU. Okay, welcome to Kansas City. I'm going to go ahead disconnect because I really don't know what was going on there. That was bizarre. That or he just didn't want to talk to me. Don't know the guy, so I don't know. All right. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, we had a flight plan and everything on there, so I don't know what happened at all. All right, so we're here, and we're not going to dwell on it. What we are going to dwell on is the fact that, hey, yours truly forgot to put the ACARS system on so we could get pretty good credit. That looked like a pretty good landing. So we're going to have to rely on Elevatech, which is right here. And let's go ahead, complete. Look at that, 105 feet a minute at 118. That was not bad, 1.3 Gs. Wow, let's see how we get ripped over at Sim Toolkit. But that was actually pretty good. Kind of like to have that picture. I do like that. All right, put that there. For now, we'll just do that. And that. Now, like I said, I'm going to bet Sim Toolkit's going to rip us. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, not bad. So anywhere from 185, it looks like. Hang on. Clear. And complete. Yes. All right. There we go. So let's click this flight. There's what it looked like. Here's what you're used to with Volanta and even Elevatech coming up. The basics of the flight. And some of them go, that's all I need. Well, let's go a little deeper. I know we flew past. I actually thought we were going to hit the landing zone or the aiming point. But we were close. We were 2,000 feet down, so we're 1,000 feet off it. In the U.S., that, oh, wait a minute, I think I'm going the wrong way. Yep. The landing is about 1,000 feet. These hashes you see on the runway, they're roughly 500 feet down the runway. The big marks are 1,000. And I'm talking that big white pad right here. And that's where we visually try to touch down. Sometimes we float past it, sometimes we don't. But we landed at 118 knots, which that's about 5 to 10 short again. So we'll try to keep that speed more till we're 20 feet above the ground. We did it at 30 this time, the flare. You got to be careful not to over rotate. So we had, I think I was bringing the nose back down from that and roll 210, trying to keep us on the center line. That worked, 4.5 feet off the center. So again, this kind of gives you how you did down the approach number wise here and over here. That's why I like SimToolKit. By the way, it's free. If I didn't say that before, it's free. All right, what I'm going to do here, let's see, we're 2.5 hours into this stream. Let's take a break. Right after, I'm going to go ahead and make 2 videos out of this. So bear with me. I'm going to close out so that our friends at YouTube can enjoy this. And then they can enjoy the second one as well. So I'm glad to have y'all aboard. God bless you all. And hope you can join us on the second video. Twitch, hang tight. We'll be right back. So bear with us. God bless you all. And got a great first of the day out there when you see it. Not long. Basically, it says, well, I've gone this far, might as well pull it up. For we live by faith, not by sight. That's it to it, folks. And that right there sums up life. We live by faith. We trust. We watch. We see. But we trust more of what we know, our faith. And sometimes what we see isn't what we always think it is. So we go by faith. So I hope you all have a great day. Remember, faith is what we need. We'll see you on the next flight. God bless you all.